Well, we've turned the page on 2024 and the numbers are in. So in today's video, we're going to look at the Lubbock County real estate market for 2024 and see how we fared. Before I get into the numbers, if you'll do me a favor, if you'll click the like button below this video, and while you're at it, I'd encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel as I'm going to be producing more useful and helpful content on a regular basis, and I want to make sure that you don't miss those videos. Finally, if you feel like somebody would be a benefit from watching this video, feel free to share it with them too. So let's go ahead and let's dig into the numbers and take a look at how we fared in 2024 in Lubbock County. So to give you some perspective, I want to start at a national view and then bring it down to the local view. So backing up 5 years, 2019, nationally, the U.S. market saw about 5.3 million home sales, peaked out in 2021 at 6.1 million, and then started coming back to a more normal market in 2022. But in 2023, as rates started rising, the market started getting stressed. And so in 2023, we saw 4.2 million home sales nationally, which was the fewest home sales in 30 years. Now, to put that in some perspective and context, when you factor in the population growth and the ratio of population growth compared to home sales, it was one of the hardest years in real estate that we've seen in history. And unfortunately, 2024, from a national perspective, is projected to end up right about the same as 2023, as we're expecting 4.2 million home sales to have occurred in 2024. Those final numbers will be in the next few weeks. Now, if you're in Lubbock County, the numbers are not so bad. And let's take a look at what that looks like. So going back to 2019, 4,500 home sales, peaked out at 5,500 in 2021, started coming down off of the post-COVID hot market. Last year, 4,500 home sales, right in line with 2019. And this year, we ended up at 4,600, just a tick up. So our market in Lubbock County really has fared pretty well and is a very healthy market. Now, the next logical question after that is what about home prices? Well, I'm glad you asked. So let's take a look at that. Again, going back 5 years to 2019, average home price was just under $209,000 and it started increasing 2020. 2021 at our best market that we've seen in terms of transactions was 253,000 average sales price. But as the market started coming down, look at what happened to the average sales price. It continued rising. 2022, 283,000. 2024, excuse me, 2023, 284,000. And then we came down just a little bit this year at 283,000. But a lot of people that didn't make the move in 2021 felt like they missed their opportunity to make good money out of their home. What this is showing us is if you bought your home prior to 2021, you have still gained great equity growth and have great equity in your home, which may make sense to explore if it now makes sense for you to move this year. As we look at active listings going back through 2024, we saw the normal seasonal flow for the most part, starting off at about 1,194 listings to start the year, just under 1,200 listings. That number continued to rise and peaked out around 1,650 listings at our highest point in October, and then started coming down at the end of the year, kind of our normal seasonal decline as people started coming off the market, taking a break for the holidays. We did at the first of this year on January 1st drop down just under 1,300 to 1,293 active listings. We are now back up a little bit over 1,300 active listings. And this is nice that we're not at the 1,650 mark that we were back in the fourth quarter. However, we are still in a very buyer-friendly position in our current market. But as we showed you in the previous slide, average home prices are still holding strong and just came down about 0.5% last year in 2024 compared to 2023. So if you've been wondering about selling and feel like you missed your opportunity, again, if you bought your home prior to 2021, you may have some good equity to work with if you want to still consider making a move. Now, as you look at the under contract activity trends, we peaked out in March of last year at 480 homes going under contract. Now, to give you some frame of reference, in 2023 and in 2022, April was a peak month for the number of homes going under contract. One of the greatest myths for people who are considering selling their homes is that the best time to put your home on the market is midsummer, June and July. That's actually in Lubbock, not when the market peaks. If you go back in the 20 years I've been in real estate, usually April or May is a peak month for the number of homes going under contract. However, as I mentioned, in 2022 and 2023 is April, and then in this past year it was actually March. So as we got past those 2 months of the year, the home sales started trending down slightly. While it's not dramatic, it is noticeable. And so if you're considering making a move this year and putting your home on the market, doing it sooner rather than later would likely benefit you, as it's very probable we will see March or April be our peak month again this year. As we look at interest rates, this obviously has been a big factor for a lot of people in not wanting to make a move the past couple of years as they have risen. So, going back last year, just giving you some trends and guidelines by month, we peaked out around 7% or just a little bit over in May, came down and bottomed out in September. But as uh, the economic data started coming in fourth quarter, even though the Fed lowered the prime rate twice, both times they lowered it in September and then in December, mortgage rates started going up. As of the making of this video, we're seeing the 30-year conventional mortgage rates hovering somewhere in the 6.75 to 7% range. FHA 30-year loans somewhere in the 6.25 range. My gut feel is, and the expectation of some of the real estate experts nationally, is that we will probably see the interest rates at least through 2025 hover in that 6.5% range for the 30-year mortgage rates, up a little bit, down a little bit, but I don't think we're going to see what some anticipated of us seeing rates below even 5%. Back a little over a year ago, some people were forecasting in 2025 we would start seeing rates below 5%. Obviously, they've missed on that expectation. Again, a lot of that's the economic data that came in differently than they expected. And so I think for people who have been holding off expecting better rates, I think the rates are going to be in that 6.5% range probably for the next 12 to 18 months, barring something unexpected. So, again, if you're considering a sale this year and trying to take advantage of the equity growth you've enjoyed over the last few years to build up, and you've been hesitant because of rates for them to come back down, you may want to revisit that. So, you may have some questions about where you stand in regard to your home's potential sales price in the current market. I'm happy if you'd like to do a CMA for you to come look at your house. If you'd like me to look at it in person, or if you'd like me to just do a quick pull of the comps for your neighborhood, I'm happy to do that as well. Any real estate related questions we can help you with, we're always happy to help. Just reach back to us. I'll be bringing my 2025 market predictions next week, so be looking for that video. And again, make sure you subscribe to my channel below so that you don't miss that opportunity when I bring that video next week. As always, I appreciate your support of our business, and I'll talk to you soon.